Hey guys, it's Danielle. I am back today with a tutorial video on how I got this everyday look that I do. This is just my basic, either I feel like putting on makeup or I feel like going out look. Not like going out, just like I need to go to the grocery store or I need to go to Target and look at more makeup look. It's a brown smoky eye, just simple bronzer, highlighter, and blush, and then just a gloss and all that good stuff. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching and like and subscribe. I got you all zoomed in on my face, so let's get started. First, you must apply primer. Primer is a must. This is a Victoria's Secret primer. I use it every time I use my makeup, but I don't really use any other primers, so I can't tell you if this works very good. It's just an oil-free primer with SPF 14 in it. And you just take a teeny bit like that, and you put it all over your face. Like in your T-zone, like that. I don't usually put it like all over my face. I'll put that right there. That's good enough. And then I have really oily skin. I don't know if anyone else has this struggle, but I'm going to use an oil-free mattifier. I usually put this on underneath my foundation. Again, I haven't really used it enough to know if it works. Just going to take a little teeny bit and put it right on my T-zone like this. I'll usually like pat it in, not so much like rub it in, because I want to get it down in those pores, you know. Oh yeah. Alright, and that's that. So my skin, it's all ready for my makeup. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my eyebrows are really red. I just waxed them. So anybody have that struggle where one eyebrow is just totally different than the other one? This is my good eyebrow. This is my eyebrow. Does anybody have that struggle? I do. Okay, first thing first, foundation. This is my favorite foundation ever. It's Revlon Color Stay. It looks like this. I used it a long time ago and then I quit using it, but I recently went back to it. And it's now my favorite foundation. It's good, it has good coverage, it stays all day, and it's good for oily skin. And I'm in the color, what color am I in? This may not be the right color now. Sand beige. So you're just gonna take some of that. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have a freaking pump. I'm gonna take my little flat top, really dense kabuki, whatever you want to call this, I don't know, foundation brush. It's from Sonia Kashuk. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know. You're just gonna put this all over your face. All over your face like this. And I use dabbing motions, not like wiping motions, okay? Because when you wipe your foundation, you're literally just spreading it, like you're not setting it into your face. You're just spreading it out, and you don't get as much coverage, and it's just not good. Just pat, yes, like so. Now I'm kind of like half using my viewfinder and half using my mirror, and it's over here. So I'm sorry if I look like I'm looking off into space or something. Now this, you kind of have to work kind of fast because this stuff dries pretty quick. Now I don't really like squeeze it around my eyes or anything. I save that for concealer. Now let's not forget to bring it down your neck, because I can't stand it when I see girls that have foundation lines, and I'm like, girl, do you know what you're doing? Do you know you need to bring it on down here to the back of the neck, over here, all the way down here? That's what you gotta do. You need to drag that foundation down where it needed to go. So you're not like one color here, one color here. I can't, that's like the nastiest thing. And then if you're like me, I like to drag it down here too, just so I know it's gonna, you know, match. Okie dokie. Alright, yeah, I think that's good. And you also want to make sure you bring it on your ear a little bit. Now that was one thin layer. Pretty good coverage. But I want just a little bit more coverage, so I'm just going to take a little bit more. A little of this goes a long way. A long way. I'm just not going to like put it on my problem areas, like my cheek. I have lots of acne and stuff on my cheek. Lots of friends, you know. Little demons everywhere. I'm just going to pull that over my eyes just a little bit for redness. Okay, I think that's good. Okie dokie. Foundation done. Second most important step. Concealer. I'm going to use my favorite concealer in the whole world, which is Maybelline's Fit Me concealer. This shit is awesome. It's got great coverage. It's affordable. It stays all day, and the consistency is great. I'm just going to dot some underneath my eye and then go around here. This is the lightest shade that they have, so I know you're supposed to go a shade lighter so you can highlight, but I'm going to just roll with what I got. Because, you know, I'm pale. The struggle. Cover up some problem areas. I think that's good. Gotta let that chillax. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my brush again and do the lower part of my eye like this. And then I like to take this finger right here and do right underneath my eye and just like pat it in. Luckily, I do not have dark circles, so I don't really know if this would work well for dark circles. I assume it would since it has good coverage. Oh my god, I just had the weirdest thing happen to me. I just had people come to my door and ask me if I wanted to talk about Jesus while my face looks like this. Interesting. And then I'm just going to use my finger and gently... This zit is just not... It's not cooperating today. Oh, my nose. Duh. I totally forgot to put some around my nose. Doo-doo. Okie dokie. Now, I totally love this brush right here. It's amazing. It's great for everything. This is the best kind of brush you want to use for your foundation. I mean, it could be a personal preference. Maybe something works better for you. But I find that this gives the best coverage for foundation. I've used regular foundation brushes, the ones that look like paint brushes. I've used those. I've used pretty much every kind of foundation brush you can think of. These kinds of brushes have worked the best for me. It's affordable. I got it from Target. I got the whole set for like, I got it on clearance for like $9. Can't beat it. It's awesome. Okay, I have all my concealer all nice and good. I'm gonna let my face dry and set, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. My foundation is nice and set and dry, no stickiness. So next up, setting powder. I'm going to be using this new Fergie Wet n Wild Take on the Day mattifying powder. This is my first time using it, so I'm going to see how this stuff works, and as soon as I open it, it looks sparkly. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it looks really sparkly. I'm hoping that it won't come off sparkly on my face. Ugh. Well, and it comes with a little thing. A little thing really. This, whatever mabob you want to call it. I don't use those. I'm going to take my large e.l.f. powder brush and just get that right on in there. And I pat with my powder, not swipe it, because if you swipe after you put your foundation on, all it's going to do is move the foundation. So you're just going to want to pat it in like you're trying to get it in your pores. Okay. Let's get some more on there. It's looking pretty nice on the skin. I don't see like glitter or like a sparkle or anything. Maybe it'll come off on camera, I don't know. If it does, let me know if I look like a glitter ball. It looks pretty decent so far. I don't see any sparkles or anything. I think it looks pretty good. You can see a couple of little flecks in there, but it's not really enough to bother me, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, that was my powder. My powder's all done. Now the next step, which is equally as important, is bronzer and blush. Tulip. We're going to use Tulip, and I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics bronzer in Siren. It's my favorite. That's what this looks like. This is BH Cosmetics bronzer in Siren. This is a great quality bronzer, and their blushes. They're so affordable, and they're such good quality, and I think I got this for $2.95, not even joking. I'm just going to take my powder brush that I got in the set with my foundation brush, and I'm just going to swirl it lightly twice, and then tap it off. And then you got to suck in your cheeks, girlfriend. You got to suck in your cheeks. And just put it right here. And then you just do that again, and do it to the other side. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. My lighting's kind of awkward, so excuse me. Okay, that's good enough for me. And I know a lot of people put bronzer like right here, and I just don't do all that because I just feel like I look like an Oompa Loompa if I do that. Okay, this is the blush, and I'm just going to take the same brush. I don't use a special brush for blush or anything. I'm just going to take the same one and just lightly go over it, tap it, and then you're just going to want to put it right up here, right above your bronzer along your cheekbone. There we go. And there we go. You're just going to do the same thing to the other side. And that's it for that. I want to do a little bit of highlighting, so I'm gonna grab, this is another blush by BH Cosmetics. It's in Lilac, and it has this little highlighter right here. I like to use this as a highlighter. And I'm taking this little brush that also came with my set. I'm just gonna dip that in highlighter, and I like to take it right along here just to highlight my cheekbones. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And then I'll do the same thing to the bridge of my nose. Right here. And then a little bit on my forehead. There we go. That way you have some nice highlighted spots on your face, so you're looking, you know, pretty good. I'm going to be using this Maybelline Quad in Natural Smokes. That's what that looks like. This looks like that. And let's see, I'm gonna put the base on. I know most people don't use these, but I use these because I'm lazy and it's like right there in front of my face. So I'm just gonna put that. I usually like to put this all over my lid. You know what? I'm just gonna do one eye on camera just to save time. And then after I'm done doing the whole eye, I'll go back and use this color as like a brow highlight. Just pat it on a little bit thicker and whatnot. Okie dokie. First color that you want to put on your lid is this crease color right here. Oh, nope. This lid color. I don't know what shade it's in. It just says lid. Let's put that on the lid. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. Just going to put that all over the lid. Like that. There we go. Alright. And then you're going to want to take the darker color is for your crease to add some definition. I'm just going to take this blending eye brush by e.l.f. and just first I'm just going to start off with a little bit. Tap it. Always tap out for your access so you're going to have like eyeshadow everywhere. And then I like to start on this outer corner and just blend it. And I usually tell people to use like a windshield wiper motion if that helps. And just, you know, just blend it out and give your eye some definition. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, and then I'm going to go back with this really dark color and just with my eyeshadow brush and just put it right there on my outer V. Just to add some extra definition. And then I'm going to bring it out just a little bit right here. Just for a little something extra. There we go. Oh, I totally forgot to use eyeshadow primer, guys. I feel like I need to take this off and start over. You know what? It's okay. This is going to work out. I'm going to use eyeshadow primer on this eye, and then I'm going to wear it all day, and I'll see which eyeshadow looks better. Oh, there you go. I'm good like that. Saving the day. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to take this little brush again and I'm just going to go over my brow bone again to make sure it's all nice and highlighted. And then I'm going to take that and just put it right here, a little, just to lighten up my eye a little bit. And then I'm going to take this little brush right here, it's the eyeliner brush, whatever. And I'm going to take this color that I used in the, on the lid right here. I'm just going to take that and I'm going to go right up under here. Just to smoke out my eye a little bit. Alright, and then I'm going to go back under it and then take this color right here and go back over the outside. There we go. Alright, that's it for the eyeshadow. And let's see, for eyeliner, I'm going to, just for my waterline, I'm going to be using L'Oreal Paris Carbon Black and Pencil Perfect pencil or whatever. It's retractable. I'm just going to line this top part. I hate this part. Do you guys? I feel like my eye has a seizure every time I do it. And I cannot for the life of me keep my freaking eye open. Oh, look what I did. Aw, I'm so stupid. It's okay though. It's gonna be covered up by eyeliner. Okie dokie. And I'm just gonna go right here and put a little bit, just to darken it up a little bit. And I'm only gonna bring it about halfway. Yeah. There you go. I'll stop like right here. And then for liquid eyeliner, I'm going to be using just this e.l.f. dollar liquid eyeliner. I've been using it lately just for the hell of it. Just to try it out, see if it's, you know, if it does a little something. I mean, it's $1, so I feel like you really can't go wrong. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It was $1. Okay, let's see here. Start right about there. Is anyone else really clumsy with like liquid eyeliner? Because I sure as hell am. Like every second I'm just worried I'm gonna fuck it up. This isn't the greatest eyeliner, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of sheer and you kind of have to build it up if you want like it to be really like black. No, I'm not gonna go for like a huge like liquid. Did I just do that? Or is that there from before? I'm gonna be pissed if I just fucked up my eye. Okie dokie. And then like towards the end you can choose to do a cat eye. You don't have to. I kind of do like a little one. Just a baby one. I'll just do it like that, and then I'll bring the eyeliner down straight to the point, and then there you go. Let me go back over this, make it a little bit more opaque, and there you go, liquid eyeliner, done. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. That did not feel pleasant at all. Another reason I don't like doing it. My favorite mascara right now is Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express, Danielle. Jesus. When I put on mascara, I like to like start at the bottom and then wiggle and then blink. I feel like that gives you the most out of your mascara. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna go over it with this one. Looks like this. I'm just gonna do it like that. This is just more of a like top coat. And then put a little bit, not much, on your bottom lash since you already have that going on. You don't want your eye to be like, BAM! Okay, and I think this eye's done. Looks pretty good. I don't think I fucked up too much, at least. Just fix this little thing going on right here. Oh, I spoke too soon. I messed up just a little bit. Okay, I think that looks good. Alright, one eye's done. Oh no. Does this happen to anyone else where one of your eyelashes, it looks fine when you apply it, but then like 2 seconds later they decide to stick to each other? There we go. Alright, that's one eye. Okay, I'm back and I've finished my eye and I've done this eyebrow. Now, I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but one eyebrow always looks way better than the other one, or it looks way different than the other one. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to see. I'm going to do this eyebrow. I'm just going to take my spoolie brush and just kind of, you know, like brush it up. Okie dokie. And then I'm going to be using what I'm holding right now. It's the BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio in medium. And this is what it looks like. It comes with a gel, a medium powder, and then a really dark powder. I always, oh, you can see the reflection. Always stick to this and this. I've never used this. If I use this, I look like I took a Sharpie and drew on my eyebrows, and that is disgusting. I can't stand it when people do that. So what I'm going to do is just take this end of the brush and go into the gel very lightly. And I use this like right here at the start of my eyebrows. And I just lightly like fill it in and make it look full. You know, all that good stuff. There's no gaps or whatever. Okay, fill that in. Looks nice, looks nice. Okay, and then I take this end of the brush and I always go in with the light powder. You wouldn't think this color would come off this, but it does. And then I just basically fill in my brows, make it so they match as much as possible, basically. Now, sometimes I'll have to go back and fix it because I can mess it up pretty easy. I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but my brows change a lot. Like, I'll be looking at pictures myself and I'll be like, oh, okay, this week I had this kind of eyebrow and this week I have this kind of eyebrow. But that's kind of the fun of lining your eyebrows. You can have a different eyebrow look every day if you want. Okay, I guess it's as good as it's gonna get. Does it look stupid? Like, do they horribly mismatch, guys? Because if they do, that'd be great if you could tell me. I just kind of roll with it. I don't really care. I mean, I care if my eyebrows look like hideous. But I don't think they look hideous. I think they look pretty darn good. And then the last step for eyebrows is you want like an eyebrow gel so your eyebrows don't go all over the place. I'm just using an e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Gel. It does what it's supposed to do. Just keeps your brows in place. Keeps them from like moving and looking all weird. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, my eyebrows are done. Fabulous. Does anybody else feel like a completely different person when they put their eyebrows on? Because I do. Like, when I put my eyebrows on, girl, I am ready to go. Like, I feel fabulous. Nobody saw that. So I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild Mega Slicks Balm Stain in Rico Mauve. Let's just go with that. That's how they say it. I'm just going to put that all over my lips. It's not really crazy pigmented. It's just a gloss. But it gives enough color for me. I have little... Okay, and that's it. This is the completed look. If you want to see some more tutorials, just like this video, leave a comment. I might do some more, maybe some different looks with my eyes, but this is just my everyday look that I just slap on my face. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I will try and post some more videos. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.